Okay, let's talk about something real. Have you ever felt like you're just shouting your dreams into the void? You're trying all the manifestation tricks, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, and you're just met with frustration? Well, if that's you, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to unpack a huge mental shift that might just be the one thing you've been missing.
I mean, does this sound familiar? You're doing the work, you're saying the affirmations, you're visualizing, the whole 9 yards. But the results? They're just not showing up. And it's so easy to get impatient, right? To start thinking, what am I doing wrong? But here's a thought. What if the problem isn't your effort at all? What if it's the tool you're using?
All right, Section 1, the I have mistake, and why positive thinking can sometimes totally backfire. So, let's dive right in. Most of us, right? We're taught to manifest by saying what we want as if it's already here. It's a classic technique, for sure. But, and this is a big but, it has this fundamental flaw that can actually push what you want further away.
So here's where the problem really starts. Let's say your affirmation is, I have $1 million. You say that out loud. Your conscious mind is trying so hard to believe it. But your subconscious, your deep inner mind, it knows what's in your bank account, and it immediately puts up a fight. It creates this huge internal conflict. Your words are saying one thing, and your reality is screaming another. And your brain's reaction to that clash, it's basically yelling back, no you don't. And that argument, that internal battle, creates a super powerful feeling of, well,
And that's the real trap, isn't it? When you're focusing on what you supposedly have, you're accidentally just shining a giant spotlight on what you lack. You keep reminding yourself of the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It's like you're trying to feel abundant, but the very tool you're using is just making that feeling of not having it even stronger. It's a total paradox. Okay, so what do we do instead? This brings us to Section 2, the power of I am, shifting from having to being. There is an alternative. And honestly, it's a really simple change, just 2 little words, but they shift your entire focus away from the outside world of having things to the inside world of being something.
So what is this I am principle? It's all about embodying the feeling that's underneath your desire. See, unlike I have $1 million, which your brain can argue with all day long, an I am statement is about your internal state. And guess what? No one, not even your own brain, can argue with how you choose to feel. You can decide to feel secure or peaceful or joyful right now. It's something you can generate inside yourself instantly, and it's 100% true in that moment. So how do you actually do this? It's a simple 3-step method. First, you start with your desire. Let's use more clients as an example. Step 2, you have to dig a little deeper and find the feeling behind it. Why do you want more clients? It's probably not about the clients themselves, right? It's about feeling secure, stable, maybe peaceful. That's the real goal. And so, for step 3, you become that feeling now. You forget I have more clients, and you start saying I am secure, I am stable. See the difference?
And this is the big switch. The goal isn't to get the thing so you can finally feel good. No, the goal is to feel good first, and that's what gets you the thing. We're completely flipping the script here. We're not waiting around for the outside world to make us happy. We're changing our inner world to attract a new outside world. You feel it first. That's the key.
All right, Section 3. Feeling is the real secret, the science of vibration. Now you might be wondering, why is this I am stuff so powerful? Well, it goes way beyond just positive thinking. It actually taps into the fundamental way the universe works. We're talking about energy, frequency, and vibration.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The legendary inventor Nikola Tesla once said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Our feelings aren't just these random things happening in our heads. They are literal energetic vibrations. Every single feeling has its own frequency, and we are broadcasting it out into the universe 24/7.
Just look at this. Think of it like a radio dial. At the top of the dial, you have these high-frequency feelings: joy, peace, alignment. When you're tuned into that station, your mind is open. You see opportunities everywhere. You feel creative. But down at the bottom of the dial, you've got the low-frequency static, fear, guilt, shame, that feeling of lack. When you're tuned in there, your world shrinks. All you can focus on is the problem. It's really simple. You just can't be broadcasting on the lack station and expect to pick up the abundance signal.
But here's the most mind-blowing part of this whole idea. Joy and peace, they aren't some prize you have to win at the end of a long, hard journey. They're not goals to achieve. They are your natural, factory default state of being. That's who you are underneath everything else.
Okay, on to our final section. Letting go of the thought. Your only job. So if joy and peace is our natural state, why on earth don't we feel that way all the time? It's a great question, right? What is getting in the way? I think this one last analogy makes it all crystal clear.
Okay, I want you to picture an empty barrel floating in a lake. What does it do naturally? It floats, right? It's buoyant. Its nature is to bob right there on the surface, effortlessly. That barrel is you. That floating is your natural state of joy and peace.
But now, imagine a hand comes along and starts pushing that barrel down, forcing it underwater. It takes effort, right? You have to keep pushing to hold it down. That hand, that is our constant, anxious, overthinking mind. That's what our own thoughts are doing all day long. They are actively suppressing our natural state of well-being.
So here's the most important question of all. What do you have to do to make that barrel rise back up to the surface again?
The answer? Absolutely nothing. You don't have to pull it up. You don't have to add more effort. You don't have to do anything. Your only job is to just let go of the hand that's pushing it down. You just stop. It's an inverse relationship, you see. The less you're caught up in anxious thinking, the more peace you feel. The less you're overanalyzing, the more joy bubbles up naturally. The less thinking you do, the more you return to your natural state of alignment. The real work isn't in doing more, it's in thinking less.
And that, right there, is the big takeaway. It's a call to action. Stop thinking. Start being. Shift your focus from that noisy, endless chatter in your head to the quiet, powerful feeling in your core. Just stop trying to think your way into a new life and start being the person who's already living it.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. That hand holding your barrel underwater. What thought is that for you? What's that one specific recurring thought that's been holding you down? And the real question is, are you ready to finally just let it go?